What up, guys? What's going I want to make sure we're here. What's up, everybody? Hey, y'all. Well, hold on. We coming in. We coming in. We get into some things. So listen. Shout out everybody. I know it's been a minute since we've been live. Well, it really hasn't been that long. It's really been like a day or two. But like I told you, we're moving. So yes. But I want to come and talk to you guys really, really quickly about my girl because I'm really intrigued with this whole situation. I'm really, really fascinated with it all. And quite frankly, we haven't did a live discussion on it. I've just dropped like little 15-minute, 20-minute videos, and I've been getting, excuse me, so many damn requests to do a full live on it because a lot of you guys want to call in and give your opinion, and so many people have been emailing me little things about did I see this, did I see that, and to be honest with you, it's so much shit. Like, it's so many different people talking about so many different stories. I decided to do a live on it. Now, before we get into the video, if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this shit goes. Some shit might shut down, some shit might shut off, some shit might stop working, but we will get through the show, okay? And if you are a new subscriber, welcome and hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
All right, shout out to my girl in London. Hey, how? Shout out to you. I cannot wait to go to London, by the way. I am going there one day soon. I'm not sure, but I know one day I'll be there. But we got to get into some things. My girl, Wendy Williams. Yes. So you know how my girl is in the 12-step program right now and at the sober house. Well, allegedly, she's at the point of the 12 steps where she's on, I think, 8, 9, where she has to go in and call people and give them and ask them for forgiveness. Okay, let me read you the article on this situation. Okay, a new report claims Wendy Williams has reached steps number 9, 8, and 9, making amends. And she recently called an old friend to beg for forgiveness. In a traditional sobriety's 12-step program, step 8 is to make a list of people who have been harmed and be willing to make amends with them all. And step 9 is to make those amends wherever possible. An insider told Radar Online that when Williams made one of her phone calls, she sounded out of it. And she also said things are not good right now. The source also said that Williams wishes she could go back so she could change how she treated people in her life who loved her. That's key right there. That's key right there. And let me tell you guys something. There's a lot of tabloids that's out, but I believe this tabloid. I believe this. I believe that Wendy Williams is begging for forgiveness, and I do believe that she is actually regretting the things that she's done. Now, listen, I'm probably a huge Wendy fan. Like I it's kind of like borderline obsessive. I've just got her old book. This is her first book. I haven't finished it. I haven't even got nowhere near as far as I would like to go. But there's a lot. But I got this book once all this stuff started spiraling out of control. I wanted to get a little bit of the backstory, and I just wanted to I wanted to see if my thoughts on her were pretty accurate. So I partnered with this book. I do a lot of YouTube searches for like old interviews and things that she's done. So I've seen a lot of stuff on her. I really, 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 really like her interviews with Howard Stern back in the day. I will actually put the link in the comments to this one specific interview that I really, 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 really liked. And I've been kind of watching. I'm really, really fascinated with this whole situation. And to be honest with you, I do believe that she is apologizing to people because Wendy Williams, how do I say this? Well, first, I'll tell you this. I don't think that she's as hurt as we think she is, but I do think she's hurt. I do think that this sober house is really helping her and really getting her mind focused and you know, showing her there's more to life than just being thirsty for having a seat on television and or radio. Okay, because I believe a lot of Wendy's things, a lot of for Wendy Williams, a lot of issue for her with her marriage, her I feel like with her family, her friends, her son, is the fact that she didn't want to lose that seat. She doesn't want to lose it, whether it be in radio or television. So she would kind of block out a lot of things that would happen to her mentally, um, and physically, and then she would, you know, just add drugs and alcohol. She would just drink and keep going. Like she calls herself a functioning addict. And I think a lot of times she realized, you know what, I'm just focused on my career. That's my main priority. That's my main prerogative. So I really don't care about what family feels away. I don't really care about, you know, I mean, she says she loved her son, but at the same time, she also says that 3 months, when her son was 3 months old, she would drop him off at the daycare and go to work. You know, so her thing was she had a career and she wasn't going to let anything or anyone get in the way of that career. We're talking about a woman who had 2 5-month miscarriages, okay? So that's damn near a full baby. And she said this in an interview with Howard Stern. She just was talking like, yeah, she had 2 5-month miscarriages and it kind of just blew, like she said it was like it was nothing. Um, she said it did a number on her, but when she talks about it now, it seems like it just does. It was like whatever. Like I had them. We're moving on. She's the queen of like talking and moving on. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people aren't able to get emotionally connected to her because she's so guarded and she doesn't trust anyone. So at this point, she needs friends because, you know, her life is seemingly falling apart in front of the world and in front of her eyes. And so she's at the point now in her journey to sobriety again, where she's having to reach out to her family and friends who know nothing about this, who she's kept so private. And so some people are saying that the family and friends are receptive. Others are saying that they're not receptive. I would just like to know where all these sources are coming from, but that's a video for another day. But I think it's very, very interesting now that she's at a place where, you know, she literally has no one and everybody wants to know her business. Now she's finally reaching back out to her friends, begging for forgiveness and apologizing. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I would just forgive her right away if I was her friend. So I don't know if I would forgive her right away. Um, but I think this is a good step for her. I think this is very good that she's actually having these conversations. She's acknowledging that something is not right. It's not really for her to acknowledge to us publicly, although we would like her to. She doesn't really have to. Not to mention, I've said this already. I said this before. What is that? You guys, you know, I've been covering this whole thing. So, there was I don't even know the podcaster's name. I don't really care because I've already said this, but Wendy is set to be releasing a new book. Which I already said that she was going to be releasing a book, and she's not going to tell us any details of the marriage because she's going to put it in her book, which makes total sense. Like, why would listen? You have to think. Wendy's contract is up. What, next year? She's only been renewed through 2020, so they're probably talking renewal. Is she going to get renewed? Is she not? So number one, she can't go on TV and make her life look like she can't handle the pressures of her personal life. It's like a regular job. You know, when you go to your job, you can't go to work. When you go on a job interview, they ask you, does stress at home affect you at work? And you answer the question, you say no. Um, it's the same thing. This is her job. She cannot let the stress at home affect her job, her day job, because at the end of the day, she's on the last leg of her contract. And if I know Wendy like I think I know Wendy, she's not ready to sit down. She's ready to get renewed again. She's been getting renewed at like at the pace of 3 to 4 years. So every time they go and renew her, they renew her again for like 3 years or 4 years. So I don't think that she wants to show that she can't handle it. It already looks bad enough that she's been sick. It already looks bad enough that she has fainted on TV. It already looks bad enough that she's taking extended breaks. She's in the sober house. So, the networks, they're like, okay, can you handle this? When there's people dying out here to take her seat, they've had fill-ins for a week. For several weeks. There's even YouTubers out here now with social media becoming, what it is today. There's a lot of competition out there, and I feel as though she wants to make sure that she is not losing her spot. And so to sit there and discuss her husband just for all of us, and to show emotion and to show being stressed out and having these dramatic pauses on the show with their personal life, I don't think that that's going to look really good to the big wigs at the network. Okay, to be honest with you, on top of the fact, if she knows that all these people want answers to her husband, why wouldn't she monetize off of it? Because at the end of the day, we don't know if she's going to get renewed. So I'm not going to give, if I was her, I'm not going to give the biggest story of my life up to date and probably the last major story to ever come from her. The biggest thing we've all wanted to know about for her whole career. There's no way that I would just sit up there in front of the world on my chair and just talk about it on Hot Topics. No, she's going to put it in a book. And then she may retire. There's money on the floor. There's money on the floor. There's money on the floor. Shout out to the super chat. Somebody said Wendy and Kevin Whole Foods dropped a ring. I touched Kelvin to inform him, and Wendy glared at me. Woo chow. Oh wow. You gotta let me. We gotta get into that. I will have the call-in number. But yeah, so that's my idea of it. There's no way that she is going to sit up there and give us this information for free. A lot of people were talking about, they're upset that she addressed the Walmart picture. I personally don't think that Wendy really had an issue in Walmart. That's why she addressed it. Anything that she addresses, it really wasn't an issue. Some people are saying now she's really stressed out. Actually, I don't think she was stressed out, because if she was really stressed out, Wendy wouldn't have addressed it. She doesn't address things like that until after the fact, until later. She's still actively dealing with this stuff with this woman. And she knows who the woman is. And I feel as though that Sharina has been a continuous offender. Yes, this has been a situation ongoing. Wendy has also it's a lot with this. It's a lot with this. It's a lot, and I think she is going to need some friends right now, because she is going through a lot. To have the whole world wanting to know your business, and you have to sit on TV every day and pretend like it's not happening. Yes, that's heavy, but at the same time, I don't think that she is as affected as we think she is. I really don't. I don't think she is that bothered. At this point, I think her main focus is getting renewed and not losing all her damn money to this man and figuring out how the hell they can divide or how the hell they can strategically get through this. This was an article written by Page Six. Let me show you. See where it's at. Boom. Okay, so Page Six says um, this is now this is if they divorce. Okay, people are because there's still speculation about the divorce, but there's a lot of things that go into the divorce. So it says if they divorce, Wendy Williams will find out just how much money Kelvin actually spent on the mistress. Now they have been married for 22 years. They said they revealed that Sharina Hudson. Page Six reveals that Sharina Hudson, Hunter's alleged mistress, gave birth last month. There is speculation that he is the father, and this could signal the end of Williams' marriage. Although they have officially split, nor they haven't officially split, nor have started any divorce proceedings. A top divorce lawyer told Page Six if Kevin is the baby's father, it affects things. If he spent a lot of money on this woman, a judge can concede that's a wasteful disposition, spending marital funds in a frivolous manner. Williams and Hunter, this is where it's important. Williams and Hunter both own Wendy Williams Productions. Let me read that part again. Williams and Hunter both own Wendy Williams Productions, which makes her hit show. He is also her longtime manager. A divorce could force them to break up the company, the attorney said. Now, if we know Wendy, like we know Wendy, because we've been doing a little research on her, okay? We know that she loves nothing more. I'll say nothing, I say nothing more, meaning her son, her husband, her mother, and her father. Because we also know Wendy was very insecure. Wendy was overweight. Wendy was also, as a kid, Wendy was told that she talked too much. Wendy was the odd child out. Her sister Wanda was like the golden child, okay? And Wendy's parents really didn't know how to handle her. So Wendy felt like she had something to prove. And by getting this talk show, it validated everything that was different about her, and it shows that the difference in her was the greatness in her. So she loves this talk show. She loves this brand because that's the only thing in her life that she can actually be proud of. This woman has went to school, she's gotten degrees, she's come from a successful family, all of these things, successful brothers and sisters, middle America, mother and father. But still, her happy place comes from talking and having this show. It's not a man, contrary to what people think. Some people may think that, it was hard for her to get a man because she is 5'11" and 6'4" in heels. And some people, but that wasn't an issue. She's been pregnant. She's had several abortions, and she's had 2 5-month miscarriages. But I think more important than any of all of those things, this show is more important to her. So if she feels like she would potentially have to lose this show because her and Kevin get a divorce, then she is going to stick it out because she's not going to want to give up the very thing that has gave her self-worth, confidence, and happiness. She's not going to do it. She's not going to do it. If you listen, you got to read this book. If you haven't, and this is free promotion, Wendy. The book is only $14 or $15. Like, read this book, and if you're really, really into it, like, the first chapter of this book, like the first fucking chapter, she talk about how bitches want her seat and how she goes to work every day and how she never calls in sick because she knows the minute that she calls in sick, somebody will take her seat. That's what I knew. Remember when I told you guys? Remember when I told you guys that when Wendy was out, that she was trying to hurry up and come back because she didn't want somebody to fill her seat this last time when they had Sherry Shepherd, Nick Cannon. Sherry Shepherd was getting too many reviews. Nick Cannon was getting too many good reviews. When Wendy first went out, I think she had the white guy. I forgot his name. But she strategically picked that. She strategically picked that white guy because he's not a threat. She does not want a black woman with a personality that's halfway decent to sit in her seat because it's too much like, okay, 'cause she can be replaced. But then the networks were liking Nick Cannon. A lot of people were liking Sherry Shepherd. Then you notice Wendy Williams was like, fuck that, I'm coming back. She was loving it in the sober house. So she was kind of like, you know what, I'm not coming back, I'm not coming back, I'm not coming back, until the networks were like, you know what? Actually, the ratings are doing good with Nick. So she was like, fuck that, I'll be back. Like, she says shit like that, and she talks about not taking days off and the importance of not being absent in this book because of a person wanting to take your seat. Yes, Jerry O'Connell. So that's the thing. So she's very competitive with that. So no one is going to take this show away from her. No one, she is going to leave this show on her own terms. So if that means she has to mask it, she's going to do it. Now, there was this video out. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because Wendy and her husband have been doing this for a long time, okay? Let me show you this video. Let me see if I can play this with. Hold on. There was a video going around, which I don't believe. A lot of people were tagging me in it, saying that Wendy Williams' husband ordered a hitman and wanted a hitman to kill her husband. I don't really believe that Wendy Williams wants her husband to be dead. I don't believe that she would marry him again, though, if she had the opportunity. And I don't believe that she tried to kill him. I don't really believe that story. I know that it was. I think that was just a tabloid of the time, you know. Although I do believe that they could have possibly hired a hitman for that chick at the radio station because she was another black girl. Let me see if I can find that. Uh, Hold on. Let me see. I don't know. It was a news clip, but I really didn't talk too much about that news clip because I was like, I didn't really buy into that so much. I just felt like that was just news of the time. Let me see. But if I can get that link, I'll do a video on that later. Shout out to all the people watching. If you would like to, make sure you guys subscribe right now. We have hit 1,000 live viewers. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to the 1,100 people here watching us on YouTube. All right, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open up the call-in number. The number is 563-999-3658. If you guys want to call in, you guys can, okay? So, yeah, so But I think it's interesting now that she is going back to her friends and her family, apologizing to them, because she's the person that kind of strikes me as the person that does not apologize. She masks everything. And it's kind of like, you know what? We'll get over it. We have to keep going. The show must go on. She's trained like a robot, like to not even flinch. That's why people think that it's bothering her. I think no. I think it maybe breaks her down internally. So then she'll go have to hit her a bump, or she'll have to go hit her a line. But she's very strategic about this, addressing her husband. If you guys seen the Judge Mathis interview, when Judge Mathis got her together and was talking about all the abortions she had, and Judge Mathis asked Wendy Williams, "Oh, did you put that in your book? Did you put that in your book?" And you know, because Judge Mathis had came out with the book, and they were talking about him allegedly cheating and doing some things, and Wendy straight out told him, she was like, "Yeah, I did put that in my book." But if people want to know what's in my book, I mean, if they want to know what's going on in my personal life, they'll have to pay for it. They're not going to get everything for free, so they can go buy the book. And so this is the book. So I know that her book is going to be good. But I don't really think that she is just as phased as we think. I do believe that she is dead somewhere on the inside. I do believe that she's just been trained to go. It's just showtime, 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 showtime. So I feel like that's why she doesn't have a connection with her son, because it's like, nobody's going to get my seat. Nobody's going to get my seat. Nobody's going to take my confidence, my happiness away from me. That her show is the only thing that makes her gives her validation. Okay, let's take some calls. Caller 678-1877. You're live on the air. Hello? Uh-oh, is it making it up? Let's see, because you know how it likes to make it up sometimes. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. So I told you, this is the part where we go. Some shit might. And of course it's going to do that while we got 1,000 people on here. The devil is just a liar and working today, isn't he? My God. Hello, caller? The devil is working. Hold on, y'all. I might have to restart that whole thing. Hold on, we're going to try to get it together.
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear important.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Listen. Oh, there is no Wednesday night show today, guys. You guys know I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving, but I know I haven't given you guys a live, so that's why I came to you. But I'm moving to my new place, so I cannot. We can't do a show tonight. Also, if you would like to become a member, our members only live is going to be this month. Moderators, please put the membership link in the comments, and we're going to get into some things behind the scenes. And I'm going to attempt to do a short vlog, of my new place. Things like that. I've seen a lot of you guys asking about my car. I don't think I'm going to put that in the blog. But anyway, let's take a caller. I think we got it working now. 410-6400. You're live on the air. Oh, they hung up. Okay. 864-246-51.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, 973-8631.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi, Armand. Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker.
How are you
It's good
today?
to talk to you. I am fine, thank you. I wanted to just talk about your girl Wendy.
Okay, let's talk about her.
Well, the one thing I just heard you talking about how she, when you mentioned the son, because you were saying how she's so, focused and triggered to just go, go, go.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I think she's one of those people, where everybody in the world thinks your parents the greatest, but they don't have time for you. You know what I mean? And the kid gets slighted.
Hmm.
So I think that that's one of the points that I wanted to make about that. The other thing, I just think that it's hard to believe her now. It's hard to believe anything she says. And I stopped watching. I watch you and listen to what you say about her. But I gave up on the show because it's just too much with the delusion, and she's not authentic. And I think it's just all a bunch of lies with her.
But I don't think there's any lies. I think that she's just not telling you that her husband's cheating on her.
Right, right. And she's not, you know what I think? I think she should take the approach of leave her private life out of it. Like you said, she'll probably put everything in her book. Okay, fine, whatever. But don't come on talking about a Walmart trip when you're not really addressing everything. You're in the blogs every day. And you're going to
Right.
come up here and address some damn bullshit ass Walmart. Like, really,
Yeah, the
Wendy?
people were
Really?
fed the
Come
fuck
on.
up by that. Like when I tell you my DM, they were like, drag Wendy for addressing this Walmart bullshit. I'm like, listen, yo, like you gotta understand, she
Holly.
sees this shit. But that's why, but she addressed that to let people know that listen, when she addresses it, that's how you should know it's not really a big deal. When she doesn't address it,
Exactly. I
that's
guess
how you
so.
know it's a real
That's
situation.
when it's a real situation. I agree. I guess that's what it is because the truth ain't coming out yet. But in terms of the way she's just work, 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 like I'm in her age group, so we were taught that you don't
Hmm.
go to work and bring your private life to work. You go
Hmm.
to work, the show must go on, job got to get done. So I relate to her with that. Like I don't expect her to come in there and boohoo over. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
She might boohoo over something she's talking about and internalize it as something personal, but I relate to that. She's a trooper in that sense in terms of we got to just keep it moving. You can't let that personal stuff stop the show. So I respect her for that, but that's where it ends at for me with her now these days.
So you don't
Yeah,
watch the show at all.
I gave up. You know what I do before I go to Wayne Brady and Price's Let's Make a Deal? I check and see if that ring's there, and then I move.
Oh
Because I think if the
my
ring's gone, maybe she'll
God.
say
Are you
that. And some days
serious?
I miss that. Some days I miss that, but I gave up. I think it's, I take the approach like this. You're not going to pull the wool over my eyes and I sit there and help you. I'm not going to do that. So she chooses to deal with things the way she wants, and I choose to not watch her.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Thank you, caller.
You're welcome, Mama. Thank
Bye.
you.
Dang. You know, I listen, I think I'm like obsessed with her. Like I really, really study Wendy. I really like her. Like it's something nostalgic about her. And I really like the radio Wendy. I really want to go to the Wendy Williams show before she actually gets off the show. And I'm so glad that she is in this sober house because I feel like the sober house is opening her up mentally. Because I feel like had she not went to the sober house, she probably could have died from all the internal death that's inside of her because literally she is a fucking robot. Um, I haven't got as far in my book as I would like because it's just like a lot of shit. I have my own show to run. Okay. And so, but at the end of the day, um, I'm not going to give up on her. I definitely am excited about her book that she's working on. Um, Now, if she doesn't address this shit in her book, then I will really be done. But I think she's going to address it in her book. And I really don't want her to address it right now because let's think about it. If if you're a network, let's just be real here. If you are a network, right, and your show is one of the highest rated shows, right, but you're having to take breaks, you're having to you're having to go to the sober house, you're fainting, and you're up for renewal. And the network is kind of like, I don't know if we can risk that because we spent a lot of money running these reruns and we lost a lot of money not having you here. We lost a lot of advertising dollars. So if the network could possibly be thinking like that, if I'm Wendy, I'm not going to go and give than my story. I'm gonna keep doing my job, showing that I can stay focused. I'm better. I'm well, because at the end of the day, my story behind the scenes is actually fueling these ratings for the show. I'm sure her ratings are through the roof right now, not because of her hot topics. Let's be real. Wendy has kind of gotten a little easy. Although she did wear Tammy Rivera the fuck out when she told Tammy Rivera, "I've seen those shoes before on the show." So you are a girl like the budget like the rest of us. But you remember, Tammy Rivera threw shade at her and tweeted out, "Wendy Williams is that a oops baby." So Wendy Williams, cattily got her back when she came on the show and pointed her shoes out like, "Bitch, you've been wearing these shoes since Love and Hip Hop, and bitch, you're not even on the show no more." But listen, the story behind the show, like Wendy Williams' personal life. Shout out to Hennessy and Hip Hop. Armand on Wendy's show, highest ratings ever. Trust me, I'm not going to play with her. I would give Wendy Williams the Howard Stern interview, like, for real. Because Howard Stern is the only person that can really give it to Wendy the way that she needs it. Now, but going back to my point, I feel as though if I'm Wendy Williams, right now, her backstory, all the drama in her life are fueling the ratings. Literally, we all watch the show to see if she's going to say some shit, if she still has on the ring, if the bitch is going to faint, if the bitch is going to flutter, stutter, do anything. We are looking. Everybody is watching the show because she is the fucking headline. Nobody even gives a damn about the shit that she's talking about on the celebrities. We want to know, what is this bitch doing? Is this bitch leg an inch swollen today or 3 inches swollen? Is it the same length swollen as it was yesterday? Is the wig? Like, we are really paying attention. So right now, if she just goes out and tells us what we want, it's kind of like sex. It's kind of like, I don't know why I went to that reference, but it is. It's kind of like sex. When you want to sleep with someone and you're so turned on until you actually sleep with them, and now you busted your nut, the deed is done, you move on. If Wendy comes out and tells us all of her business on this one episode, it's going to go viral. All the blogs are going to talk about it. In a week, it's old news. The ratings are done. We've moved on. We don't give a shit anymore. And guess what? She's not getting renewed for another season, and nobody's going to buy her damn book in the future. So all the money stops. And now she's set to deal with this man, the husband, everybody knowing her business, and she gets nothing out of the deal. I mean, she'd be stupid to tell us that. I mean, if she's going to talk about her business, at least she should get paid. And shit, at least she should have the right to have her show renewed for at least 4 more seasons. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm thinking strategically right now, because there's a lot of odds against her when it comes to the network, but she can use her drama in her personal life to maybe get renewed for a few more seasons, because people are watching to see what the fuck is going on or what's going to go down. Somebody said, "Armand, come to London. Send for me, baby. Send for me." Who's running the radio out in London? I got my passport. Who's got the hottest podcast or the YouTube channel in London? Let's do a collab. I'm down to fly. All right, let's take another caller. 313-5851.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hey, Armand. What's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
I wanted to comment on Wendy Williams and her having friends, right?
Okay.
I feel like she's insulated herself so much. It's like nobody's fucking with her. Her friends, her family, the viewers, nobody really even cares at this point. And then you may mention that, people are tuning in just to kind of like find out what's going on in her fucked up life every day. But I think just as many people that you think is watching is just as many people that are not watching, because it's like she thinks that we're stupid. It's insulting. It's like, bitch, you get on here and you want to sit up here and shop around in this Walmart cart thinking that we give a shit about this stuff, but we really want to know what's really going on. And truth be told, like, we already know. Everybody knows that her husband has been cheating and laying it low and spreading it wide for a long time. So it's like, who do you think you're fooling? Everybody fucking knows, and everybody's laughing at you.
Wait, say that. Wait, you sound fast the fuck up, caller. Do you like Wendy? You like Wendy, and she's really pissing you off, huh?
You know what? Actually, I love Wendy. I used to. Actually, we're both cancers. She's like my cancer sister. So I really do like Wendy. But it's like, come on, B. Stop it. Nobody's fucking stupid.
Oh, shit. So, okay, so listen, we have about 1,200 people on here right now. Wendy watches the show. Tell her right now what you would tell her. Tell her right now to her face.
That bitch just needs to stop with the game, stop lying, go ahead and be truth or forthcoming and tell us who we are. I would respect her more, honestly. I hate fucking liars. She thinks that we're stupid, and like I said, it's insulting.
All right, thank you, caller.
Yep, thank you. Bye.
She was fed the fuck up, okay? Shout out to my good girl, one of my members, Dawn Michelle, a true supporter of my channel. Love you, girl. Thank you. She says, like, share, and subscribe. That there is a true B&B Squad member. She's involved everything the Armand Wiggins show, and she's a healthy contributor to the show. Love, 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 love her. Very supportive. Thank you so much, Dawn. You're always coming through and showing a lot of love and support. And I want you guys all to shout out Dawn and say, hey, Dawn. All right. Let's keep it going. 310-2687. You're live on the air.
What's up, Armand?
Hey, what's going on?
I was just, watching your show like I always do, and my thoughts are Wendy is in a serious situation. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she needs, all the support. Her husband ain't shit. Currently ain't never been shit. Mm-hmm. And Wendy is pretty much the same way. She's feeling, and getting what she's been brewing all these years. She's been involved with the fuck shit. I believe she did know about her husband's girlfriend, and it is what it is. When you have a lot of money and prestige and power and fame and whatnot, you do other things to occupy your time. And unfortunately, she's done things to hurt herself, and she's been doing that for years. They need to make sure that their son is okay and stop the fuck shit, but apparently they can't do that. They're all selfish human beings, and they should be held accountable. Hopefully their son won't go into another spiral like he has already. And hopefully that new baby will not be affected, but it's kind of hard to say when both your parents ain't shit.
Okay, so when you say ain't shit, what do you mean by that? Wendy ain't shit.
Well, Wendy, let's just say this. Her son has a drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think I did see that somewhere, but it was like the fake marijuana, right? It was the synthetic marijuana.
That's what they said it was. That's what they said it was.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he has an addiction issue
mm-hmm.
is solely from his parents' issues.
Yes.
His mom and his dad. It's just known, and we don't have to say allegedly. It's just known.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he's only 18. His life is starting, and it's starting with all this fuck shit that they created.
Mm-hmm.
They could have ended it for the sake of their child, but they decided to live the way they've been living for
mm-hmm.
themselves, not for their child, and that's where they fucked up. So now they have to endure all of the hurt and pain that they caused, and that girl too, Teresa, whatever her name is. she has to deal with it too. And hopefully that baby won't have any.
Yeah,
Didn't
because
they
you know
say
what's
the
so
baby has
interesting?
some THC or something?
Yes. And what I believe, and I believe that you're right, actually, because you know what I think that's really, really interesting is the fact that the son, but I think this is Kevin. I think this is Kelvin. I think this is Kelvin's issue, though. The son, he doesn't have any Instagram. You can't find him nowhere. Sharina has no
I
Instagram.
wouldn't want to
She
be
has to
found
leave in
either.
secret. She has to live in secret. Kevin has to live in secret. And
Yeah.
Wendy only Instagram is the show page. Like, but as an 18-year-old boy, and I think I heard something about Sharina, she's only in her 30s, but as an 18-year-old boy off to college, you can't even have an Instagram or go on YouTube or have a Facebook because your mom is Wendy Williams and and she's fainting on stage. She's a drug addict. She's in rehab. She's getting cheated on by her by your father, who's got a younger woman that they've been seen spotted partying together. And then on top of that, you have issues of your own going through puberty and wanting to date women and play sports. And
Yes.
but you have to tell people
You gotta
you're
hide
Wendy
from the
Williams'
police
son.
and shit. He has to make sure the police don't kill him. It's all it's rough being. I'm not a black man. I'm a black woman, but I can I have a 21-year-old son, so I can imagine what that young man is going through. Just from all the humiliation, hurt his parents caused, not him, his parents, and he has to live with that on top of this new baby, and I do believe this new baby spun this whole situation to a different continuum because now it is possible for what's her name, Charissa, to sue Wendy and Kelvin for child support.
Yes.
Because they're married.
Yes.
You probably won't, but they're all trifling. Who knows?
All right. Thank you, caller.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hold on. How are we doing, everybody? Are we here? Are we lit? Are we having a good time? Some people are asking me listen, I usually don't do these Wendy Williams videos live like this. But a lot of you guys were asking for them live. So I'll take a poll for my members. Yes. Oh, I'm going to do this announcement. One of my co-hosts, the official King Payne, he that's on our Wednesday night show. I want to do a brief little interception. Let me know what you guys think about this, and I want the members to let me know, and some of the watchers. Well, we do our music show every Wednesday night, but we want to kind of switch gears because that season is going to be over. We want to do like something dating oriented, with all this relationship talk. So maybe we have a few people that's been inboxing us that want to reveal their secret crushes. They want to call people and actually let them know that they've been having a crush on them. So, bitch, that could be very tearful for Wednesdays. So we're working on that, possibly. We just got to see if we have enough people that want to, for a season, that want to reveal. But if that would be something that you guys are interested in, let me know if you guys would want to watch something like that, if that would entertain you, okay? So let me know. I'm looking at what my members are saying because those are people who actually watch the show more often. So your guys' opinions really matter. All right, let's move on. 916-9752, you're live on the air.
What's up, Armand?
What's going on?
What's up? Do you think that Wendy will detail the alleged physical abuse that she has been receiving from Kevin? Because, like, a couple weeks ago on the show, she said something about what kind of man beats on a woman, and she kind of pointed to her shoulder, which she never really said would happen to her shoulder. Do you think that she will put that in her book? And do you think she will? Allegedly, they have a soundproof room in their mansion in Jersey, so that when he beats her, that little Kevin, when he was home, that he wouldn't hear the abuse going on.
Right, I talked about that. Yeah, shout out to B Scott because she had brought that up. B Scott had brought that up. Now listen, I don't know if she would. I think if let me process this real quick because I know what I think, but I want to make sure I'm right in my thought. So here's the thing: if she goes, it depends on how detailed she goes into um the book. Like if she goes into, yeah, this nigga's been cheating, this is the bitch's name, I've seen this, that, and the third. If she just tells all, then absolutely I think she is going to, if she doesn't try to spare his integrity or spare him at all, then absolutely she is going to go all the way through with it and talk about the alleged abuse because he definitely beats her. But I will say this too. Wendy is aggressive as well. Wendy is aggressive as well. So she has been the cause of some of these fights. She is not the only one, and she has also cheated. I just got to put that out there too. But I do think that
who did she cheat with? Did she cheat with a female? Because
now I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The judge said that she was in a lesbian relationship. Remember when he was calling her out?
Yeah, he was wearing her ass out. I don't know if that's true. I haven't really got that far yet. Maybe it'll be there in the book that it was a woman, but I don't think Wendy Williams is a lesbian. She don't even give me that she would be into women like that at all. Because if she was into women like that, it wouldn't be an issue. I don't think it would be an issue for her man to be with another woman. I mean, if she was just into cat.
But why do people continuously misgender her? Because it's said that she's a secret transgender.
Well, you know that that's a real woman and she's not a transgender. The reason why is because a lot of people are not used to a woman with bigger hands and large feet and very tall in height. And Wendy Williams doesn't have a lot of body. She doesn't have any hips and she doesn't have any ass. So most women are, filled out and women kind of spread out at the hips. Wendy doesn't have any booty, but people, she's shaped like a pea, but we have to be honest here. Wendy Williams didn't have any boobs either. She got those done. She just didn't add the butt. So she lost all this weight and she lost the titties and the butt. So that's why they call her a man, because she's tall. I think she's attractive. She looked better without all the damn surgery. Right now, she just looks like a rich, wealthy white fish that's got a coin that's been on drugs, but she's got her shit together, But I don't know why people misgender her. Howard Stern has been doing it jokingly for years. People say that she's a transgender. I don't think she's a transgender. To be honest with you, there's a lot of women out there. A lot of women in the world, real women, with deep voices, and some of them look very masculine, but they're not transgender.
But you do believe that there are transgenders that are secret. Like, not every transgender is known.
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that. I do believe that, but I don't think that Wendy Williams is a transgender. I definitely don't think a woman that has five miscarriages.
I'm not going to say my opinion on that one way or the other.
But a person that has five miscarriages and abortions, I don't think that she's transgender. If that's just like when they were calling Sierra a hermaphrodite. Remember when they said that she had a penis and a vagina? It's just ridiculous. Some of the tabloids, you can't believe everything. It is what it is. I don't think she's transgender, but however, I do believe that she was getting spanked by her husband and that he cheats on her, and that, yeah, it probably will be in the book.
All right. I love your show. You have a good one.
Shout out to you for the 916. Are you in Sacramento?
I'm in Sacramento.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, we're local. Shout out to you. Thanks for watching. So am I. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Shout out to the locals. All right. This man want to get on here and call Wendy Williams a man. Okay, 469-9930. You're live on the air. Not ready. Okay, 330-1899. You're live on the air. Okay. Hello? Okay, not ready. Let's take another one. 612-2294. Live on the air.
Yes. Hey,
Yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. And yourself?
Great. How are you?
I love the sweatshirt that you're wearing, but I'm not, gonna talk about that too much. But
Oh, thank you.
this is Allie. This is Allie Sag, and I called you. I think about a month ago. Sorry about my accent. Well, I shouldn't even apologize about my accent.
Why
Freaking
the
from
hell would you
Minnesota. Who cares?
apologize about an accent that you have that you can't help? That's like me
Because I'm
apologizing for
black.
being gay. I'm not going to apologize for that shit.
Because I'm black. But no, but anyway.
So you can be black from
Thank you. I
Minnesota.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, but love your sweatshirt. Love it. But like I called you a month ago
Okay.
and we were talking about I said she has to be strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Ding ding ding.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to sell her strategy there. And, I don't really like to talk about people's relationships, and everything because I'm in a marriage and I don't want that karma to hit up on me,
Right.
In that, essence or whatnot. But, I have pulled away from even watching her Hot Topics,
Wow.
with her because it's just like it's not authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, how your auntie used to give it to you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the auntie in my family. I will give it to you. I don't care if you do not like it, if you respect it, but you're going to respect me today.
Period. Okay.
That's period. Seriously. And it's just like, but I can't take her the same way that
Come
I used
on.
to take
You
her.
sound like you've been smoking that Minnesota
Unfortunately.
weed. Let's get it wrapped up. So what you say? You can't take her? What's going on, baby? How you feel? What should she do?
Oh, I can get you some Minnesota weed, but different topic. Anyway, why you put me on blast like that?
Because girl, you sound high as shit. You talking about at 1 mile a minute, okay? Well, one shit. You talking slow to the motherfucker.
Because I'm not trying to take up all your time. That's
It's
why I
okay.
always talk really fast. No, but the thing is, it's just like like it's all allegedly kind of thing. And when she comes out with that book, because if you notice, every single time she comes out with hot topics and she talks about somebody's book, she'd be like, "I'ma read it. That's a good read. I'm gonna be in my bed tonight, eating like popcorn, putting hot sauce, eating it with a spoon." Literally, she has said that.
Right.
And that's what she wants us all to do.
All right. Thank you, caller. We got to wrap it up. Thank you, love. Shout out to you. Bye. All right. Listen, we have reached a milestone today on the show. Oh, let me see something. Okay. Well, today is a good day. We've reached over 1,000 viewers. Okay. Which means I didn't have this up before because I wanted to hide it. Um, but we have a stream boss here that no one has been able to beat. So this means that through subscriptions, donations, she has maintained the title this week. So you know what it's time for? It's time for us to spin the wheel. Do I have the damn wheel? Hopefully I have the wheel right here. So we can do the goddamn raffle. Let me see. Oh, we have a raffle. And shout out to the other woman that won the raffle last month, I believe. Hopefully you got your sweatshirt, or it's definitely on the way. Okay, so we are going to spin the wheel, and we're going to see what you're going to get, what you're going to win. Okay, because we have reached 12,000 viewers, and Sing, Pray, Love is in the running to win either an iPhone case. If you don't have an iPhone case, sorry, you know, a T-shirt, a sweatshirt, or $150. Girl, I would really love to keep my $150, but I will give it to you if you win. All right, let's see. Ooh, child. How do I spin this motherfucker? Right here. Let's spin the wheel. She won an iPhone case. Let me know if you have an iPhone. If you do not have an iPhone, let me email me Sing Pray Love and email me what phone case, what kind of phone you have if you have an Android, and I can see if we can get a custom case made for you. Might take a little longer, but we're gonna send it to you. Okay, so you have won the iPhone. Oops, case, not the iPhone. We don't have that much money yet. But you want an iPhone case. Some shows don't even give that shit out. Okay, so the way that you get in the raffle is it's your interaction with the show. So she's been on here. So subscriber, you get points. So like for subscribers that come in and subscribe, it knocks it down. For people that donate, I guess she's been the highest donator from the last few shows, I guess. I don't know, because it hasn't knocked her down. So but it usually it knocks you out. So if a person subscribes, you get points. If a person becomes a member, they get points. So whoever overtakes this, whoever becomes the stream boss, if once we get to 1,000 live viewers, we will do a raffle. Oh, they want us to do a better spin. Okay, so maybe I'll speed the wheel up next time. I have it slowed down so it could hit. I'm trying to give away the 150, even though I'm acting like I'm not trying to, but I don't want it to go too fast. There's only 2 spots for the 150, bitch. I was trying to make it slow so the people could actually possibly hit that motherfucker. And that's an instant cash app, okay? This wheel is really to just give back to my members, those people that and really you have to be a member at this point to motherfucking be involved, or actually that's not true. We'll do a members only spin wheel, so more members will have a chance. But the idea of this was for me to be able to give back, because so many people have helped the growth of my channel, whether it be my moderators, my members, my one of my loyal sponsors, Samuel Woodson, Don Michelle, so I just feel like I should give back in a way to make it interactive for you guys, because you guys could be anywhere on YouTube, you guys could be anywhere on the world watching something else. There's Instagram, Facebook, there's 1,000 YouTubers that cover the same shit, but you guys you guys take the time to give me an hour of your day, so I want to do what little I can, and eventually I want to give out motherfucking houses, cars, and trips You get a car, you get a car, you get a trip. You know, we don't want to just be like every other channel over here. We want to be able to give out good shit, big shit. I want to be able to give out trips to Jamaica. And so the idea is for the people that pour into this show and donate and support and help it grow, I want to be able to give back to you motherfuckers. Because each and every one of you, whether you realize it or not, by watching me, just like Wendy Williams, by supporting me, by coming to the meet and greets, by sponsoring trips to me in New York, like my moderator Miriam did, sent for me and flew me out to New York. Like those things have really helped change my life and help me be able to deliver content like this on such a regular basis. So that's the reason why I've incorporated it into the show. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm really appreciative of you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for being supporters. Shout out to everyone who has actually called into the show. I've been on live for a long time now. So what's going to happen is we're going to wrap up today. If you have not became a member, do so.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
The members
Goodbye.
only live is a lot more personal. You get to know a little bit more about me. It's more behind the scenes. It's more one-on-one. So I'm not going to get too deep right now. But going back to Wendy Williams, I'm going to be covering her. I'm going to be coming with more information from the book as I read it. So some of this stuff will be a lot more just open discussion about Wendy Williams. It won't be so headline based, if you will. We'll get into a lot of things. If you guys have any other suggestions and topics you guys want me to cover, email me at thearmandwiggenshow@gmail.com. If you haven't watched my exclusive interview with Prince from Love and Hip Hop and Trina's former assistant from Love and Hip Hop, those videos are up there too. Though when I tell you the one with Trina's assistant is a freaking cackle. Oh, that's a funny interview. Shout out to Trina for coming through in the comments. Even though I dragged you a few days ago, she did breeze through the comments and greet us with some eye emojis. So shout out to that. This channel is motherfucking growing. I don't care what anybody says. We are lit. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers. Let's talk about it. And we're on our road to 100,000. Okay. And I am going to be one of the greatest radio personalities of all time. Trust me, it's going to happen. All right, guys. Until next time, keep that same energy. I love you all for watching. Shout out to my number one troll / good guy / sponsor, Hennessy in hip hop. One of those straight guys that support our channel and always comes through with a super chat comment. We support the fuck out of you, nigga. And we're thankful for you here. I want to also shout out to what's my girl who always be talking about me on her Instagram. She always be giving me shout outs in the Instagram. Queen, she be smoking the weed. Oh, girl. Queen Cannabis, go follow her. She's always giving me shout out. She's always watching the show. Shout out to Queen Cannabis on here on Dead Girl. When I come into LA, girl, we're gonna have to get into some things. All right, yes. So everybody, shout out to you. Thank you. Any tips, any lead, any gossip, any drama, anything you want me to talk about, email me at thearmandwiggenshow@gmail.com or DM me at on Instagram at the Armand Wiggins Show. And by the way, guys, follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so. It just because I'm not on here does not mean I'm not on Instagram. And just because I'm not on Instagram does not mean I'm not on here. You want to get over to both. All right. I'll see you soon, guys. Oh, and for the artist of the month, he will be updated onto the website. I don't handle that. A member of my team actually puts the artist on our website. So we've just been a little backed up. We've been a little busy, but we will be getting there. Okay. So shout out to King Tuki and his family. All right. Thanks, guys. I will see you soon. Once I finish moving. Love you, Wendy. Shout out to you. More drama, more gossip, more things to come. Until next time, keep that same energy. And we will see you niggas soon. Bye.